It's not fair how I get treated by them. It's not.
No, it's not. It's not fair.
They should worship me. I know you worship me. Come here, stay right there. It's just stupid. I feel like I'm the most qualified to be the group leader, not them, not her. She just acts like that because people let her act like that. I'm not a sheep. You're a sheep. They're sheeps for bowing down to her. I'm not gonna bow down to her. I'm not gonna worship someone. She's not my mom. I actually think I hear Mom calling me. Mom? Mom? There's Lunchables? In this life, there are leaders and there are followers, and you mostly get to decide which one you are, unless a group leader is at play. Autonomy doesn't mean much when there's an alpha around. Welcome to Chloe Explains. I'm your host, Chloe Forero, and today we'll be discussing the group leader. The group leader is exactly what it sounds like. In friend groups and social circles, there's typically one person who calls the shots. They decide when the fun starts and ends, they control the attitude of the group, and they decide who's in and who's out. It's quite simple. The easiest example I can think of is Regina George from Mean Girls. If you want to be the group leader, that's your dream job, study up on her. You're probably watching this and swearing up and down that your friend group doesn't have a group leader. You and your friends are too ethical and progressive to play into these playground politics. I'm here to tell you that you're hilarious and foolish. You think I've never met a lived-out group leader? They're some of the most vicious and cruel that I've come across. Thursday, they're clocked into the nonprofit, and Friday, they're asking you to put your card down on the bottle of Reposado that they wanted at the club. And guess what? You're gonna do it because you're a loyal little sheep. Two things can be true at the same time. You can be woke and manipulative. Who would have thought? The group leader isn't always obvious. You'd expect them to be the most attractive or the wealthiest or the most clouded, but that's just not always the case. The group leader can come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes you don't realize that you've become their henchman until it's too late. An obvious group leader looks like the most developed dude in a high school friend group. He gets the girls and he gets the guys to worship him. His minions are the same age as him, maybe even smarter, more charming, but because he hit puberty a little earlier than the rest, he gets to tower over them with his height and his power. The group leader position essentially got handed to him through his genetic code. On the other hand, a camouflaged group leader earns their position by being strategic and observant, knowing that they can't solely rely on their appearance. Believe it or not, but back in the day, in middle school, I was the group leader. You know, having that kind of power at 13 isn't that much of a flex, but it certainly shows something, doesn't it? And from the outside looking in, you'd expect the cutest of girls in my friend group to be the group leader, but that simply wasn't the case. People project a very shallow attitude onto women. They think that we care way too much about vanity when, in reality, it's not as important as it may seem. Back at Jefferson Junior High, I may not have been the prettiest penny, primarily because I was a child, but also because I hit puberty late enough that I had to lie about getting my period to even the playing field. You know, some of my friends had the classic middle school glow. Rue 21 outfit on lock, parents who didn't police what they wore, and an understanding of makeup that got them a little bit of motion with the boys. I didn't have these benefits, but I did have the benefit of being the right kind of insecure. The kind of insecure that makes you charming, calculated, and controlling. You know, my group leading skills went so far that I actually had a seating chart at lunchtime. That's how much of a piece of shit I was. So around noon or so, I would decide who had the honor of sitting beside the Queen Chloe herself. And on top of that, I also decided who sat elsewhere. I controlled who sat in front of me, who sat beside me, and who was at the end of the table. If you had pissed me off that week, you were talking to the lunch supervisors. Similar to the weekly pyramid on Abby Lee's Dance Moms, I abused my power to keep my fellow children in line. A weirder abuse of my power came in the form of stealing and hoarding food. So if you wanted to prove your loyalty to the Chloe Forero herself, you could toss me an Uncrustable or a granola bar. But here's the catch. I was gonna steal your food anyways. Whether you like it or not, I'm gonna hit a lick from your lunchbox. My fellow tweens had not yet worked up the courage to challenge their supreme leader, Chloe. The Chloe tax went so far that my friends' parents started packing extra food in their lunches. And maybe they knew it was for me, maybe they didn't. Either way, you were gonna give me the food, because I was gonna get my way. You wanna get invited to my birthday party? Hell, you wanna get invited to Jamie's birthday party? I need that granola bar. I may not have had the obvious social currency that people typically associate with the group leader, but I was enough of a pain in the ass to be one. All it took was acting cooler and better than everybody else, despite having nicknames like the Eater, because I was inhaling precious resources like fruit snacks. There's a lot required of the group leader. You have to be charming, intimidating, yet approachable enough to have all the inside info. You have to make people laugh. You cannot show vulnerability unless beneficial to you. And you have to network on behalf of your friend group. You're essentially the face of the brand that is your squad, and with great power comes great responsibility. Potential group leaders are often the following people: only children who never got told no, girls who had to glow up later in life, but on the flip side, also girls who got a little too much attention a little too early. And I hope you're doing okay, queens. Your coworker who got promoted to shift lead before they actually deserved it. The horniest guy in a friend group. You know, fire signs. Those Leos, they're so cray. They actually are though. The largest child on a playground. I mean, like, you guys remember getting like chased back in the day by some big ass kid that was getting like too many hormones in his chicken? You have a leg up on me because you're huge and we're 9. Like, you're not gonna stay cool, you're just huge and 9. The preacher's daughter at your local megachurch. Oh my God, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. I can't stand them. So all the rules apply except not to you. All of God's rules apply except not to you. Drug addicts that got hooked earlier than their friends and then got their friends hooked on drugs. A tale as old as time, very sad. And there is help if you need it. But tale as old as time. Tony Soprano, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hold my tongue. I don't know, I don't wanna include a spoiler. Your friend who had neglectful parents, like, we all had a friend in high school that didn't have any kind of curfew, no location tracker, car was everywhere, including Dubai. Nothing ever mattered. And yeah, they had a lot of social currency because their parents didn't care about them. And last but not least, closeted bisexual dudes who have not yet figured out why they need to be so controlling of their buddies. But this applies to really, you know, anyone who hasn't yet realized who they are. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. And that's okay. I wanna see you be brave. With every group leader, there needs to be minions, henchmen, flying monkeys, betas. Whatever label works for you, works for me. And these minions often look like clout chasers who think that befriending the group leader will somehow get them more clout or even a job opportunity. Submissive freaks who enjoy the power imbalance. Youngest children. They were doomed from the start. I'm sorry. People who grew up with a mean mom or dad. I mean, you deserve better, but I understand why you don't ask for better, you know? Finally, wealthy kids who mistake being used for their money as intimacy. To the wealthy kids in question, I just want you to ask yourself the following, okay? Do you feel like your friends like you for you, or do they like you because you come with an all-inclusive trip to Mexico? Because mommy and daddy can afford to send us all to Mexico. The trip made it out of the group chat, loves. Okay, would they still be around if daddy couldn't put his card down? Would they? The group leader can steal your girlfriend and the rest of the group will sign off on it. The group leader can pull off any outfit or joke, but you do the same and you get flamed for it. The group leader can kick you out of the friend group for making one small mistake. But they're caught sleeping with your dad and they're just having a bad day. They can steal candy from a baby and the squad would cuss out the baby for being gluttonous. The group leader commands worship like a priest would, but the praise isn't directed at God, it's directed at themselves. If you would like to work yourself up the friend group ladder and become the group leader yourself, you actually have a couple of options. The first is to stage a coup against the group leader, which actually isn't as hard as you'd think. There's typically a decent amount of resentment between the betas and the alpha. Or you can pose as the emotionally mature friend, learning valuable secrets over time, eventually weaponizing these secrets against the group leader, using the power of faux emotional intimacy. And finally, you can have them whacked. You know, as the group leader myself, I take a lot of pride in the fact that my girls look up to me. They know that their goat has been through a lot, and therefore I have the wisdom to get them through anything, whether we're at the club, or on a trip in Miami, at a seafood boil gone wrong. They let me call the shots because I know what shots to make. I'm not the group leader because I have a sharp jawline or a lot of followers or because I'm beautiful or because I'm a cool mix of Greek and Colombian. Okay, I'm the group leader because this comes naturally to me. It's in my genetic code, okay? I was born this way. You can't change this. If you had the chance to change your fate, would you? I can't. I just can't. I have the charm, the suave, the humor, the finesse, the oomph, the it factor. I mean, it's all right here on deck. And all I have to be is grateful for the hand that I was dealt. Oh shit. Hey Sara, how are you, dude? Okay. Yeah, no, I can call you group leader from now on. You want to be called Mrs. Group Leader. Okay, yeah. Mrs. Group Leader, what's up? You want to wear my birthday outfit on my birthday at my birthday party? You blew out my birthday candles for me at my birthday party last year on my birthday, and now you want to wear my birthday outfit? It was custom made for me. You think you'll look better in the birthday outfit? Yeah, no, I think I could probably find something else in time. Can I at least blow out my birthday candles this year, please? No? Can we share the birthday candles? No, because you need it for the, okay, yeah. You can blow them out, it's fine, I don't care. Yeah, Sara, it's fine. I'm sorry, Mrs. Group Leader, it's fine. It's fine. Just I'll send you the birthday outfit. Okay, I'll see you. Happy birthday to you. It's my birthday.